Good afternoon, colleagues. Welcome to Mbuyegezo TV, and we've got another interview with Nomeva Ndongeni, Xolisani Ndongeni, who is a boxer from East London, but now based in Gauteng. But we want to have a discussion with him and just to hear his experiences in fighting with Devin Haney. As we know that Devin Haney is fighting this weekend against Jojo Diaz Jr. This fight is very interesting. We need to. I mean, he has been in the ring with David Haney, so it makes sense that we speak to him. So we are grateful that he's giving us an opportunity to speak to him. But of course, we're waiting for him to connect now. Let me just check if everything is going well. Nomeva, please come in, come in. Okay, guys, please share with us your questions and your comments. What do you think about Nomeva's fight against Devin Haney? Nomeva visited the US. I mean, this boy is driven, he's not a coward. He did all his negotiations. He negotiated his way through to the US. And we saw him in Mayweather's gym. We saw him with Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather, and he managed to secure a fight for himself against Devin Haney. So now we just want to, because we really want to know what my main interest with Devin Haney is his power. Does he have the punch? Or how did he feel when he was punching? Also, what do you think are his chances against Jojo Diaz and also other junior lightweights? Because I mean, there's a lot of talk about Devin Haney must fight Cambosos Junior. He can he needs to fight um, maybe Teofimo Lopez or this this boxer punches. I mean, also fighting on Sunday. Um, what's this boy now? This boy is writing, so I forgot his name. I'm also in a conference, guys. I'm trying to push this. I'm trying to push this interview through because Nomeva is also busy. I'm also busy side, and I've got another interview late. So I thought that let's just hear from him. Okay, so Tank Davis, yeah, Tank Davis. But I don't think Tank Davis would fight any well-known guys because he's well managed. Mayweather doesn't play. If you listen to the weigh-in yesterday, Floyd Mayweather said, "Yeah, we don't know Cruz, but we're giving Cruz an opportunity to fight with Tank, so that also Tank can gain experience." I think that's the approach that Mayweather likes to take. That he will select um, boxers that are really not known for Tank, but until when? Until when? Because I mean, there are a lot of good boxers in his division. We really need to see him to fight those boxers. Seriously, otherwise, yeah, it's not going to work. So let's see if November is able to join us, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. And let's see. Give me a minute. Let me try and fix Nomeva's participation. Nomeva must join us. Must join us. Must join us. Mm. Okay, guys, we are looking for Nomeva to join us. Sorry for the delay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Tank Davis had a press conference yesterday. He's fighting against some guy called Cruz. When you looked at the guy doesn't look like he has the experience. Doesn't look like it's an experienced boxer to be able to fight with Tank. And now we'll see how the fight goes on Sunday, which would be Monday South African terms. But then the fight we're discussing is David Haney versus Jojo Diaz Jr. Jojo Diaz Jr. is a former world champion. He dethroned Devin of his IBF title belt. So we want to see if Devin Haney will be able to perform against Jojo Diaz Jr. I must say I am impressed by come in, Nomeva, come in. Image Nomeva, mfethu kufaka image. Ngikufaka. Hola Nomeva. Oh, sharp Nomeva.
Okay, ngathi ndiyakuva kancinci. But
Okay. Yeah, Grant.
Ndiyaphila kunjani?
Man, ndaphila nami Nomeva, kwenza amandla mfandini. No, thank you, man, for giving us an opportunity to discuss with you David Haney, versus Jojo Diaz fight.
Kahle ke ngoku.
Awundiva kakuhle? Yeah, don't move around because initially your line was good, but now it's like staggering. Hello? Hi, Nomeva. Hey, yeah. Yeah, you see, yeah, this thing needs to, the connectivity is important. So once you get the connectivity, then don't move. Stand there and then let's have a conversation. Otherwise, if you move, because the buildings have got walls, concrete walls. Concrete walls may affect the signal, so which make it difficult to. Yeah, nakuva Nomeva when you clear ngoku.
Okay, mna ndiva kancinci kodwa ndiyazi noba ingxaki lapha kum noba kwenzeka ntoni.
Yeah, khathisa volume yakho ne.
Ivolume yam iphelele but ndikuva kancinci.
Oh, okay. No masamo pusha msinyane yabo.
Okay.
Okay, amalungiselelo wakho hamba njani for your fight next week?
I'm preparing kakuhle ndiyaqhuba ndimqabojima ngoku and ngizaphinde ngijime futhi late, so yonke into it's under control. Nami I'm feeling fine and fresh. Siyayazi uba ngokwelixesha elinzima yabo abantu basebenza kabuhlungu khona into ye-COVID, but ndiyaqhuba i-operate yami itshintshile, so izinto zininzi eziphazamisayo because of akakwazi uflya from ephilippine to South Africa because kuvaliwe. So I'm preparing for something
Yeah.
else now, but I don't want to take it into my mind too much because it's a guy from Malawi, ndimukele nambona, and that Bonba is obviously he's gonna be better than the one that I was preparing. So I'm still
Okay.
preparing.
Okay. No. Thanks, Nomeva. We wish you well for that fight. And if you allow us, we'll call you even next week to discuss it, in detail.
All
So
right.
yeah. So now the reason we call you, Nomeva, we just want you to tell us briefly about your visit to the US. You visited the US and also you went to the Mayweather gym and you met with Mayweather. What was the idea? What was your plan when you went to the to Las Vegas?
Okay, iplan yami ize kanje. Ndithetha noTaes Mr. Astinile. Taes, I need to
Yeah.
fight, and I need to be active and be a world champion. At the moment, Taes, wathi eish akho nto ndiyicingayo uba ndizakwazi uyenza ngoku, but I can do something and connect you to someone I know eAmerica. Ndabona it's an opportunity, and it's obviously every boxer's dream to go to America and fight that side. For me, it was even better
Yeah.
and more to go and train that side and get opportunities there. And I
Yeah.
believe that if you are in the US, you can get so many opportunities.
Yes.
Ndahamba ndaya because of I was looking for opportunities and chances while I'm that side. I stayed a very long time, and but I did not get
Mhm.
action, and
Yeah.
it was so unfortunate.
Yes. Okay. No problem. But no, we were following you and we still follow you. And then when you were at Mayweather gym, did you get to meet David Haney? Because at some point I think he was also there,
Yes, a lot of times. So what happened is that I met him a lot of times because we were training almost um, in the same gym every day, and but maybe different times. So what is happening there is that any group ijima, abanye they train from 12 to 2, abanye they train from 2 to 5. Yeah, because ichimi yapha ivula ngo-12 ivala ngo-5 float me well. And then normally he will come to training at 3 o'clock, but he will be there earlier. And then there were so many occasions where he came to the gym and I was training there, but no one was aware that maybe one day we will fight. I saw a young boy, and I didn't mind anything, but there was a day when I was sparring someone else in the ring and he was there, and he said to one of his guys that he can beat me. So they were busy arguing about that because when we spar there, it was like fighting, yeah, and
Yeah. Yeah.
they were busy arguing outside the ring. I was fighting, I was listening, yeah. So
Mhm.
I had there's two boys that are Floyd Mayweather's nephews that were telling him that no, not now. You can never beat this guy. Instead, you can just ask him to help you with sparring. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he did not want to talk about that. He said he can beat me. Fine. I was listening. He was not talking to me. I didn't say anything. And then I think 3 weeks later, they were asking for sparring from me. I refused. I said no. I heard this boy say he can beat me, so it's rather we fight on. That's it. I cannot spar with him
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
didn't like him. Also after that, yeah. So
Sure.
I
Sure.
just
Sure.
wanted to
Sure.
fight him. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, that did not happen. We did not spar. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were not just. Yeah, we were just not getting along after that because I didn't even know him. I was just looking at a
Yeah.
young boy that
Yeah.
is promising and being a prospect. So
Yeah.
after that, after what he said, I didn't really like him, and I just didn't want to do anything with him. I just wanted to fight him one day. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Oh, good, 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 good. And then you got an opportunity to fight him. What do you think went wrong there, Nomeva? Because hey, I never told you this. I wanted you to win that fight. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. When the fight came, everyone was not sure if we must take the fight or not. I said
Were
to
you still in
them,
the US or you were back?
yes, I was here in Joburg. I was here in
Okay.
Joburg. I was here in Joburg. I was training
Mm.
in 4 ways with Sean Smith. So
Yeah.
they were not sure if we must take the fight or not. But because I've been in America, I saw the guy, I saw the boy training. I knew he was not gonna beat me. I just had
Yeah.
maybe if we had the fight then, when I was still in America, it's gonna be a different thing. But because I had that thing in my mind that this boy can never beat me, because I saw him training, I saw him sparring many times, and I was
Yeah.
like, this boy is not gonna beat me. I don't see him beating me. Fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was the one pushing to take the fight, and I believe that I'm gonna beat Devin Haney because I watched him, I've seen him sparring, I've seen him training, and I was like, every time when they show us American boxers training, all those things that you many people they see here, I just know is that is what they want us to see and believe. I saw them like for quite a long time. I saw how they do things. I saw how American people train and work, and obviously I can never be taken away by short videos, small videos of people doing things that they want us to see. So I didn't mind anything.
Yeah.
I didn't mind any hype of him, hype about him. I didn't mind because I know exactly I know the exact person. Took the fight. The fight was on the 11th or 10th of January.
Yeah.
So it was a very difficult time for me to train because everyone was going home for holidays, and
Yeah.
it's not easy. It's December in South Africa, so yabo kwakunzima nje. But I told myself that I want this fight and I'm gonna win this fight. I'm gonna work hard, even if I'm working alone.
Sure.
Tell you that 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 training camp I was training with Usbuso Zingang only for sparring and Shannon Stratum sometimes. Yeah, well, everyone
Yeah.
else had gone home. Everyone was, and then Sean was there. Yeah, so I worked, I pushed, I managed to go to America, and it was very difficult. On the 22nd or 23rd, 22nd of December, it was my grandfather's funeral. I did not go home.
Oh,
I was
oh,
sparring on the
okay.
day. I remember after sparring, I cried because I know I'm
Mm.
supposed to be somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
very hard because my grandfather passed away. I think
Yeah.
around 17, 18 of December. He was buried on the 22nd. You
Oh, I'm
know,
sorry to hear that.
so
Yeah.
I was not gonna be able to go home because I was flying to America on the 2nd or 3rd of January.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, well, it was very hard. It was very sad. So it was emotional also preparing for a fight, and it's December and I'm supposed to be somewhere and my grandfather died. Those things. That's not an excuse. I lost the fight to the boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because I was
Mm.
training, I was fit. I was fit.
Mm.
I know.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
I
then we
saw
went
that.
to America.
Yeah.
Now, when we get to America, I'm fighting 10 rounds with Devin Haney. We're getting to America on that week, and on maybe on Friday, I don't know, I don't remember, but we are like 7 days away to the fight.
Yeah.
When we
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
there, 6 days or 7 days away to the fight. Found a gym. We are training. Fine. I have my results from South Africa of my blood test and everything that are maybe 2 days old before I take a flight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
Mm.
they were a week old. Yeah, let me not. Yeah, let me. I remember they were a week old. They wanted to do their own
Okay.
blood test. Ne?
Yeah.
I have fresh blood tests from South Africa. They wanted to do their own blood tests. Fine. I was like,
Okay.
guys, and they want the blood test, I think 2 days before they were in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
I'm cutting weight. I didn't mind. And after that,
Mm.
I did the blood test, but I knew that this is not supposed to be right because I'm fighting.
Yeah.
And once you
Yeah.
take a lot of blood like
Yeah. They'll
that,
do
I am
everything to
not gonna be,
intimidate you.
yeah, I'm not gonna be as fresh
Mm.
as I'm supposed to be. Yeah, well, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, After that, they said we are fighting for a WBO international.
Mm.
Okay, WBO international, this is good. And then what does that mean? Does it change anything in the contract?
Yeah.
No. Ne?
Mm.
Didn't
Mm.
like it, but I knew I was not gonna be able to change anything.
Yeah.
Because
Because you're
I
already
just,
there.
yeah, I knew I was not gonna be able to change anything. And
Yeah.
my team did not even try to fight or well,
Yeah. Yeah.
to try and change anything in terms of the contract because we are now fighting a different fight.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes. Okay.
on the day of the way in, they say there's another belt, WPC
Okay.
international. Wow, I'm surprised. On the way
Hey,
in, and
American.
now I'm fighting for two
Yeah.
belts. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
fine, okay. And then what does it mean? And then does anything changes to the contract? Is there gonna be
Yeah.
anything that's gonna change to the contract? Because now we are fighting for two
Mm.
belts, and this was not the
Yeah.
fight that I came to America for. Ah, no, no, no. There's nothing. We are just putting the belts on top, and then whoever wins take them home. Okay, fine. I knew. I knew obviously the fight was
Yeah.
not meant for me. Was not made for me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was in America, and this promoter Thompson's. I know it's not Thompson's. You. It was
Yeah.
at Ember Promotions and Devin Haney Promotions.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, I knew this is not for me. This fight is not meant for me. But if
Yeah. You
like
need to work
I'm
hard.
fighting, if I get the titles, I'm taking them home. If I don't get them, it's fine.
So
They said we are fighting 12 rounds. I said no, I
exactly now,
don't know
both are
that.
two belts. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that. I
Mm.
know 10 rounds. There,
Yeah.
I could stand for because my team did not even um fight for the changing of the titles and everything. They couldn't
Yeah.
fight. Yeah, well, they were just overpowering them. Fine. But for the rounds, it was up to me because I'm gonna be the one fighting. And when
Yeah.
they say round number 10, I know it's my last round. So they said 12
Yeah.
rounds. I said no. I'm fighting to for 10 rounds unless we change the contract. Ne?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Fine. They ended up doing 10 rounds because I was not gonna agree to 12 rounds in the same contract. Yeah, well,
No, that was
fine.
smart of you because I mean they are doing all the tricks now to intimidate you, to take you out of
All the
focus.
tricks. And
I
you're already
mean,
there. You went to
yeah,
fight. Yeah.
exactly.
So they do all the tricks. They make sure that we are being taken out of the fight by any means. Yeah, well,
Yes.
I don't know about this and when the mayor of the city there was there to welcome us because we are in a different place, which is Louisiana. This guy
Mm-hmm.
just said he would like to welcome Devin Haney to come to their city and fight there, blah, 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 and they wish him all
Mm.
the best in his fight. I'm sitting
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
the
Yes,
mayor,
yes.
not the promoter or whatsoever, or
Yeah,
not the
no, no.
coach or what, the
Americans,
mayor.
they
He
are
doesn't even
biased, you
recognize that
know.
I'm coming all the way from South Africa.
No, these people are
Yeah,
biased,
well,
man. I don't like it.
he doesn't even
They're too
care
biased.
I'm coming all the way from South Africa.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
yeah, yeah,
fine.
yeah,
And kwabanjalo saye fighting. Ne?
yeah, yeah,
And in America, you weigh in. We weighed in the morning around 9. The
yeah,
actual weigh in. Ne?
yeah,
I looked at the boy. The boy was dehydrated, dry,
yeah,
ecwebile, esixhosa.
yeah,
Yabo,
yeah. Uh-huh.
I was looking better than him when we went for the
Yes.
weigh in. I remember he stayed behind these things is the backdrop.
As a
Bamfaka
banners.
baby oil. Yabo. They were
Oh,
applying oil
okay.
on him so that he can look good on the way in. Fine, when he
Yeah.
jumped on the scale. We waited for him. He was even
Yeah.
like walking slow, like he's dry, dehydrated, he was struggling. And then we made the
I'm
wait.
telling you.
Fine. We had to go back to our hotel
Mm.
rooms. Went back to my hotel room. We are coming back at 12 to do the face off. So
Yeah.
the way in that you guys will see on TV, the actual
Yeah.
way in that was the right one is not gonna be recorded for people to see. You
Oh,
only see
okay.
the
I
one
didn't
that
know
we're
that.
gonna be doing the face off. We jump in
The
the
face
scale,
off.
but
Oh.
they tell you the weight that we did before.
Hey, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So when you come back for the 12 o'clock, this boy is big. Yo.
Ah.
I'm
Hey,
like,
this boy is playing with
this
your
boy that I
mind.
saw now 3 hours ago, he was struggling to walk, he was dry, dehydrated. Now he's
Yeah.
very big. Hey,
Okay,
okay,
now.
fine. I don't know what's happening. Yabo, quite scan.
Mm.
We're just doing that, jumping in the scale. There's nothing said. They are, yabo, they're gonna show us. They're gonna show you guys the weight that we. They tell you the weight that we did before. They don't mind what we are doing now. And then we do the
Yeah.
face off. Fine. I know I'm gonna beat this boy. I don't want to lie. I trusted myself. I believed in myself.
Yeah.
But
No, no.
Timiam did
I'm
not.
sorry. I was also
And
confident about
Timiam
you.
I saw eager. And Timiam
Yeah.
was excited of being in America. And yabona when your coach work up busy encomana nabanye coach ba yo I'm on Fred Noel
Yeah.
yo cameras
Oh,
nini
again.
this is this phone your photo now nabanye coach by the
Ah, oh
opponent.
my
It
God.
means that yes, the team I call
Man.
ready for Lendo school you work.
No.
But I knew okay in their bars baban. And then I was like okay abantu ba excited
Mm.
babona abantu abangaqala babone TV now bazalwana. But
Jesus.
uyenza njani before i-fight into yoba ube excited ube ufuna ubonisa uba
Awukwazi
how do
lokhu
you
focus phela nkeni
respect
uboxer
and
yakho.
and 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 and,
Mm.
and adore the other trainer, the opposite, the opponent.
Oh,
Yabo, but it's fine.
yeah.
Saya fighting. Yabo, because there's nothing I
Mm.
can do. But I so bad. Yabo.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yabo,
was doing
Saya
of
fighting.
course.
So the boy is pushing me on the face off. He's very strong now. Yabo,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, it's bigger now.
Yeah, well, it
Mm.
looks bigger. And I'm like, yay,
Yeah.
this is not the boy that I saw just 3 hours ago. Fine. Went to the fight.
Yeah.
I did not agree to 10 rounds. Yeah, well,
To
I
12.
qualified.
I need you
And
agree
over,
to 10.
I
Did you
did not
change
agree
from
to 12
10?
rounds. I say I'm
Yeah,
going to stick
yeah.
on my 10 rounds, the one that I signed for.
Yeah.
So I qualified. Now, Siago. And I, I thought the boy was going to be too fast for me. He was not.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I could jab. I was able to jab with him and learn my jab, and sometimes learn my jab
Yeah.
alone, and also he will learn his jabs alone. So it was not like a very difficult fight for me. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it was not a very difficult fight for me. I lost the fight, but it was not like
Yeah.
too much. The boy was not
Yeah.
experienced. I could tell, cause
Yes, yes. Yeah.
I got a knockdown in the second
I
round,
noticed
but it
that.
was
But but
me
but
being
but,
off balance
but I
because
think
I got a knockdown.
I
I
think
was ducking one blow and the second blow, and then the Puma straight, and then
yeah.
Bamba go right, the off balance. Fine,
Yeah.
Dayowa. I won, but I was
Yeah.
like the right. I think I couldn't pass a
Yeah.
mistake. The right, and then I
Because
came back,
in the like
Saru. And ever?
what I noticed that when you come forward, ne, uyaqhekeka, he doesn't know what to do. Yeah. He likes when you are you're
Yes.
like you're running, yeah, now let's ring, then he's enjoying even the path, you can see that it's on his side. But if you were coming to him, then he doesn't know what to do. He was
Yes,
found
when I
wanting.
was pushing him, when I was going to him, and
Yeah.
even if when I started going down to the bottom, he was like,
Yeah.
wayekhala yabo siyalo uyaziva ezi punches yabo xa ndibetha uyavakala uba uyancwina yabo xa sekulate seku-round 8 9
Yeah.
10 yabo ndiyiva
I think
ngoko
so.
loo nto.
I think we're
And
late.
then now
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I don't want to lie. The whole fight, I was even after round 7 seeing by this boy, man, there's no danger here because Devin and one better, round 3, get body punch, and
Yeah.
I thought I don't think Bafamba. Imbambo zam zophukile. Yeah, I almost took a count. Ucoach wam zange ayibone till today.
Okay.
Ayazi zange ndibone uba ndibethiwe and I'm hurt. Yabo.
Mm.
Abethwe la nona ndaphandle ndacima ndophuke imbambo. I couldn't breathe for some time, but because I knew uba ndingambonisa uba undibethile undilimazile angandinoka because uba ndikhe ndathatha i-count, I was thinking of taking a count ndibe right, but that if I can show him uba undilimazile uzandibulala because uzaphinda ndiyeke yabo. After indibethile ndava uba I'm hurt ndahamba ndaya kuye ngumntana and he's not experienced zange ndibone. Ndaya kuye ndingayazi noba ndingakwazi nophefumla ndingayazi noba if angalenda enye iphantshi ndingasurviva kanjani yabo. But ndampusha ndaya kuye wangandiboni. Sekakunyuka i-rounds ndava uba ngoku ayinoko akusekho ndingathi inzima kule fight. I wish I had agreed to the 12 rounds.
Yeah, I see that. Because later rounds waqala ngoku ufumane confidence yakho ne-range yakho and you were coming on him.
Ndivumele the 12 rounds yabo because ngoku ndiyayibona uba ifight iya right, ndiyakwazi ukulwa, ndiyakwazi ukwenza yonke into, and then I'm not worried about anything. Ndizivile zonke ii-punches, ndimbonile uba akandishingana, ndimbonile uba akho nto inintsi angathi ubhetere ngayo, but mna into eyandibethayo is because when I go to him andikwazi uba consistent, and the only thing that the boy was beating me with is that yena he was very consistent. Yonke into yakhe beyenza ngelevel eyi-1 engatshintshi, unabe ndisehla ndisenyuka sehla ndisenyuka sehla ndisenyuka yabo. So yena ke ngoku kube lula kuye uba xa ndisehla yena ashayine, xa ndinyuka acingelele mna uba makathini, xa ndisehla aphinde ashayine yabo. So the only thing yabangela uba into endayibona uba yandibetha efayithini i-intensity yefight. The boy was like riding in the same level, engatshintshanga okokoko besenza into eyi-1, okokoko besenza into yakhe ngendlela efanayo. Mna ke ndandimane ndinyuka ndisehla xa ndifumana itshansi ndinyuke ndiphinde ndehla ndiphinde ndehla, khange ndikwazi ukugcina ilevel eyi-1 yoperforma njengaye yabo. So nantso ke into endiqondayo uba mna yandibetha kulaa ntwana. Should uba ndandiyi-consistent kwi-level of one level of intensity, ndiyazi uba if I'm pushing forever, but ndandingakwazi. Andize ndiphushile because ingqondo iyafuna umzimba awuvumi, ingqondo iyafuna umzimba. There's so many things odibana nazo eAmerica. Phayana ufika like ungakwazi ulala for 4 days to 5 days because ixesha lam lolala eSouth Africa alifani. And ke ngoku enye into ofika uyibone yoba xa uthi uyalala uphinde umzekelo ube nefowuni awujonga wonke umuntu olapho omaziyo ba-online yancokola nje, akho ndidi soze ufike ubuthongo. And xa kufika ubuthongo ufuna into yokwenza, and into yokwenza xa belele abanye abantu kuba mawuthethe qha efowunini nabantu abahleliyo, and wonke umuntu olapha eSouth Africa uhleli yabo. Xa bevukwa abantu because oogusha basela iipilisi balale bona yabo. Xa kuvukwa kufuneka kuyojima wena ufuna ulala umzimba akwazi ufunction kakuhle because I remember nandibaleka ndiye ejimini ndandive ngathi ndiyaflowutha kanti ndiyalala apha endleleni yabo ndiyazela ndiyalala ndibaleka endleleni yabo so awukwazi
and now Nomeva kule fight yakhe uDavid Haney noJojo Diaz uyibona njani?
Animazi uJoseph Diaz iboxing yaseAmerica andifuna uqhatha andiyibukeli kakhulu amajita amaninzi andiwazi yabo ndijonga xa mhlawumbi ndiyazi uba I'm interested to something but la boxing yaseAmerica leya andiyihoyi kakhulu andiyibukeli kakhulu because I believe uba abantu bangathetha izinto bathini but I believe uba in South Africa we box better than Americans in terms of skill and boxing technique. We are way better than Americans, but because we don't have the intensity that they have, and sometimes the time that they take to learn the opponent and get to a fight ready, we don't have that readiness of the fight abanayo, and it's simple. The reason why singenayo, we cannot just have it lula nje because Tina South Africans, we can never be able to focus on boxing only because boxing yet doesn't pay, and there's no way you can sacrifice everything and focus on boxing. You have to work and then box. Unless you are being sponsored, you have everything, then you can focus on boxing. Then you can be able to spend most of the time learning your opponent, spend most of the time checking what the opponent does. Now strong njuba hayi ungakanani betha kanjani uSouthpaw orthodox, okay sure, what are the izinto zenzayo cha emvele ugqiba asiyi deep to what am I going to do when he throws the jab, what am I going to do when he throws the overarm, what am I going to do when he does this, like all the things that you must look for in an opponent. Asinalo ixesha lolungu.
No, that's true.
Oqala ucoach bethu bayasebenza, mhlawumbi ucoach wami usebenza 9 to 5. Xa ebuya ejimini ufuna kujinywe agoduka aye efemelini yakhe. Ndim ndiyasebenza ngexesha losebenza, ngexesha lojima kwam ndidiniwe because of umsebenzi. Sewenzela ijim ifavor because ufuneka ujimile. Yebo, it's hard yabo to be a boxer in South Africa yabo because at the end of the day especially let's say for umuntu ose-East London ulwa namhlanje ufumana imali ayikho enye uzaphinda uyenze kuspenda la mali qha uye kwenye fight, there's no sponsors, there's nothing. It's better
no activities.
Then there you can get people to support you and sponsor you. Then you can get people to sponsor you and then ube right, at least ukwazi uba xesha elininzi ungabe ucingana nemali kakhulu, ezinye ingxaki zakho ziphunguleke yabo. So that is why kuba nzima for us to go and compete with those boys zase-America. It's not because they are better than us, it's only because they have good support and also they have time for boxing. And they're spending a lot of time. So that is why Banzim. And for us to compete, the whole 12 rounds or 10 rounds, and then sipping this pumice, right? Sometimes it's win. Like for example, I think I win what before that. It's a great thing. It's a big achievement for South African box to win at that level. Because those guys, they not like us. They live boxing. They do boxing, they breathe boxing every day. They're only focusing on boxing. Everything else, someone else is taking care of it.
No, that's good. That's good. And maybe one thing you can help us with about power ka David Haney. Injani power yakhe? Because when I check it record like knockouts akanazo nomchita.
He's not a power punch. Unespeed. Akanayi punch. Unespeed akanayi punch. Ipunch zakhe azinabungozi kakhulu. But yena ubetha kakuhle unespeed. So nansi into right. So now I'm like when I got the knockdown, I didn't feel anything. Yabo.
Yeah.
It was just that I was off balance, and then kwafika punch ndihleli ndi off balance akade ndayowa phansi, but amandla wona kanawo. Yabo.
Okay. No, Nomeva, thanks, man, for the interview. Ne? We want to see you at that level again, man. Next year, you must get there, man.
I'm
There's
gonna
a lot
try. I'm gonna
happening in
push.
that
I'm gonna try
division.
all my best, at least. And now the problem is that I'm trying to make sure that my business is going so that I cannot worry more about money.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
think now in boxing, the only way it's to have money. Ukwazi uba uphile ungabi nazingxaki ezininzi, and then
no,
thathe
that's
boxing
true.
uyenze just for fun, and then boxing ivele ibe lula. Kukho abantu
Yeah,
abafana
yeah,
no, for example, abo Kevin Lerena, they have a lot of money from I don't know where, and then they
yeah.
boxing, and then the boxing ilula
Mm,
kubo because abanangxaki ezininzi, imali iza ngapha
yeah,
nangapha, yebo.
yes, it's true. It's true.
Oh, Chris,
No, no,
they banemali ezininzi,
yeah,
bafumana imali ngapha nangapha. I-boxing bayibhoxa nje, but iba ngathi
yeah,
they are taking a lot of time and investing a lot of time ngaphezu kwethu, but because of abanangxaki ezininzi njengathi, thina
yeah.
sineefemeli, sineentoni, sinabantu efuneka uhleli nje uyasebenza ucinga uba ubani uzawuthini, yebo.
No, enjalo,
So
enjalo.
that is why kuba nzima
Mm.
sometimes. But
No,
now,
congratulations, Nomeva.
next year I promise I'm gonna be at least in a better state, because I believe
Yeah.
that my business is doing well, and once it's
No,
doing well, it can take care
congratulations.
of my family and everyone. I'll just
Yeah.
focus on training and boxing.
No, congrats, Nomeva. Congrats na ku family yakho. So umtshato wakho. Angusimeme efondini. Aqombe uyavimba.
It was only because of the COVID regulations. But in the 18
Oh,
December,
okay.
ekhaya futhi, like besithathe ePolokwane. So on 18 December, I'm going home to a month. Kuzaba
Oh,
khona apho
nice, nice, nice.
umtshato wasekhaya ke
Oh,
ngokwesintu, nalapho samkela umakoti
oh,
khona.
congrats.
So uba abantu
Congrats.
bayafuna ukuya badrive.
Baze, emam. Thank you very much, Nomeva. Sizakuvizitela mana bejimini next week, ne? Just to profile you before your fight, ne?
All right, thank you.
Okay. No, thanks,
Sharp
Nomeva.
sharp.
Must have a great day, ne? Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hola. Sharp, sharp.